Boom.
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 How do you like that?
Yeah, those are some solid nuggets right there. Boom. Pretty solid workflow. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. I hope you're having a spectacular day. As fun as we had.
Yes.
We had a great time. Today was just fan-freaking-tastic.
It was?
I don't know. Maybe. Should be. Could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why not? Today was funulous.
Funulous.
Yeah. I don't know. But welcome to the show, guys. Today's what it is. It's Saturday. We are back from vacation. We've been back all week. We got in on Tuesday. Slept in on Monday because we didn't land until 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning.
That was like
8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock in the morning. Our flight kept getting delayed. So we were sitting in Arizona waiting to get out, which was just so much fun. It's amazing how many people were actually in the airport that late at night. I was kind of surprised because everything was closed, as we knew it would be. But no, we made it home, dropped everyone off, and we all went to bed. Yeah. Girls slept pretty much the whole day. Yeah, it's my holy shirt. It's a bullet wound. Oh, I got stabbed. Anyways, so here we are back at it, back in the Bay. It's an interesting week. It wasn't real busy because Paul didn't get in until Wednesday. So Tuesday we came in and worked on getting the display up in the showroom finally, which if you follow us on Instagram, you saw part of that. And then when we came in the next day, we worked on that pretty much the whole day, getting all the radios up into the radio display side of things because we know that's the most important thing for them. And then in our downtime this week, we've been working on getting the speakers up into the amplifier section. We got that about a third of the way done, so that was pretty exciting. It's got a lot of lights and stuff. I don't have sarcasm, Dave. I don't know what you're talking about. It's no sarcasm here. Anyways, so here we are. We're going to answer a bunch of your questions. We didn't really prep much for the show. We have no DSP talk today. We just figured if you have a question, get it in the comments as quick as possible, and we'll try to go through as many of them as we can. Yeah. Because that's what we're here to do. I'm going to just do this real quick so we can get that out of the way. Oh, not that one. Why would I do that? That was weird. Yeah. Just trying to get back in the swing thing. I think it's this one. There you go. First ad up right out of the gate. Let's get out of the way. Our good friends of Mone America with the Pro 830. Now, the Pro 830 is the DSP amplifier hanging on the wall right here. And there's the 430 right there. Anyways, for those who didn't know, if you weren't aware, Gladen, which Mone Gladen, same company, they make the Pro line of speakers. So if you're thinking about picking yourself up one of the Pro amplifiers and you want to match it up with the corresponding speakers to make things sound so sexy, they offer 3 speakers and 3 speakers only in the setup. And that is the Pro 165, the Pro 80, and the Pro 25. And if you'd like, we have 2 videos up right now that we've actually interviewed. One, we interviewed Nick Wingate with a car that the boys over at Sounds Good Stereo did, which was their reps. I want to say it was either an F-150 or Ram. I don't remember. And then we also have Mike's car up there to see with 2 Pro systems in it. They're fantastic. One has the 1 series power in it, and the other one has the Pro power in it. So definitely head over that. Or if you'd like to know more, you can head over to Mone-America.com. Check them out. Or head over to your local store, whichever one you want. Either way, something wrapped in plastic on the counter behind Dean and Fernando. What is it? So this guy here is it's this, which is the amplifier.
It's not going to fall?
No, it's not going to fall. I say that. I'll tip it back. This is the amplifier out of Brian Mitchell's pickup truck from years ago. There was 3 of them. This is all that is left. So this is a Frankenstein amplifier built into a
what aisle, Fernandez?
4000 SE series. So it's custom painted like all of Brian's stuff. And so, yeah, that's what it is. And it's super heavy.
Hello from Sweden.
It's going to go on the wall over here. Still not mounted yet. We haven't been here to mount it. I mean, come on.
No.
Slow it down. Yeah. That was you.
Yeah, that was me.
Good job. Okay. Is it a bad idea to use one 3-inch from the Focal Flax 165 F3E for a center channel on my 2021 Bose Camaro going for best imaging? Do I need a mono signal? No extra outputs on amp. Have the okay. So the reality is don't even waste your time. Without an up mixer, all you're going to do is just fill a hole. If you're looking for the best sound quality possible, it is going to do nothing more than add to the headache that you're having. That DSP does have a center channel output, but it's just not a actual up mixed center channel or even a DSP center channel. It's just a channel out that says center on it. It wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it. If you're going to be tuning it, you get a better sound for yourself just by setting it up for the driver. And when you're done, it should sound like you have a very strong center channel anyway, so it's not worth it. Thoughts on the JVC 1000W? Can you see it? No, you can't see it. It's actually on the shelf right up there. I loved it. I had it in my Camaro, which is hard to believe I had it in the Camaro. Like, it's been in production that long.
KW?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that one?
Yeah. KWZ 1000W. Yeah, he's just got the numbers wrong. You're talking about the big 10-inch floating screen. It's fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. One of the things that made me like it was, believe it or not, it didn't have the volume knob. I had the Kenwood in there that has the volume knob, and every time I punched the volume knob, and it drive me crazy. So I took it out, put the JVC in. The other thing that it did that I thought was cool is the display screen. It has the VU meters. I am just a sucker for VU meters. Like, anything that has VU meters on it, I immediately am just like, oh my God, I gotta have one. Like, my dream is to have a full home audio Macintosh system. The amplifiers I have at home now are Onkyo M504s, if you want to look that up. And they have big VU meters on them. That's why I haven't really pushed my life to get the Macintosh yet. I'd rather do fun things, not spend all that money. But it's one of the dreams. It's one of the dreams.
Soon.
Not soon.
No.
Justin Silva, what is up?
What up, man?
Which one of the mic cars did you like the best, Dean? The Stinger or the 300? I thought the 300 sounded better, but I liked the look of the Stinger. I just thought the Stinger looked really, really cool. Not to take anything away from the Chrysler, but I just don't like the Chrysler. He did a great job on his car. It's a fantastic car. I don't like the Chrysler, not just because it's his. I just don't like that car. I thought the Stinger, like, when you walked up, you're like, oh, damn, that just looked like that was cool. So any tips for setting up amp rack for easy switch out, like in a lab, I suppose? Yeah, barrier strips. So I hate barrier strips with passion. I hate them so much. We don't use them here ever, except for in the lab. The lab, we had barrier strips all over it so that we could easily take things in and out. Other than that, if you're going to be like, the other thing you can do is get into Deutsch connectors, because you can get a pretty big Deutsch connector that has a bunch of thingies on it. So you can solder in and maybe 2 or 3 of those so that you can easily take it in and out. And then the new amp rack you make, you can use the same Deutsch connectors, just plug them in. That would be easier than barrier strips, just because you don't have to keep like unscrewing. So maybe check those out. Either one of those, but that's going to be your answer.
It's getting there, man. Still here. Gonna go next week.
Yeah, Wednesday of next week.
See what's going on. What are your thoughts on the BO audio upgrade when buying a new car?
I think it sounds like dog shit. If dog was to have a sound,
it sounds like.
Really? No, nobody likes it. Okay, really, nobody's liked it. Okay, do you buy a car with BO or do you not buy a car with BO? I guess would be the best question to ask there, and the answer would be buy the car with BO. Okay, it stinks. Anyways, you get it? BO stinks. Yeah. Anyways, buy it with that because it is easier to integrate with the BO system because we can just put in the A to B adapter. That's the that's what that system uses is an A to B. And there's plenty of those that are available to us. So we can plug in and we get a Toslink output. We can get a preamp. We can get whatever we want out of that as 20 to 20, really sexy. And yeah, it's going to sound better than if we buy the non-BO. We have the factory head unit right now. We can't do anything with it. It's it's like we gotta use high level, low level adapters. Now, in the older generation Fords, before the new current body style, if it had non-BO, we could use an AR to go in and reflash the radio. But on the current body style that has the new plug, we cannot. So they haven't gotten that far yet. What's up, guys? What do you think about old school Orion making a comeback? We kind of talked about this Friday on the news show. I think we hammered it pretty hard. It's kind of okay. The reality is all these comeback kings, I'm not a fan of. I think it's kind of stupid because you're just wasting a lot. What's up?
What up?
And yeah, Derek's a big fan of the old school VU meters. I think it's just kind of like, who's into this? Like, I'm 50 something, 2, 3.
You all.
Yeah, I am. 2, I think. Honestly, I don't know what is. Anyways, point is, even year,
man.
It's 52. Like, you're almost 40. I know, right?
What?
Yeah, you said that the other day. You're almost 40. The difference there is he has no idea what Orion is, and I do. It means nothing to him. US amps means nothing to him. Orion means a piece of precision power, nothing to him. Precision power to him is an entry-level Chinese amplifier that you can go buy. Soundstream to him is an entry-level Chinese amplifier you can buy. Orion currently is a entry-level Chinese amplifier you can go buy. Okay, so there again, to him, there's no nostalgia there that would make him want to go out and buy it. And I think the whole key to coming back with something, that there's a fan base for it that would want to buy it. I don't think the fan base for this product exists anymore. I mean, even US amps, there's a handful of people that bought those things. It wasn't like gangbusters went out and bought them. So, how do you pay the guys that you're bringing back enough money to you can't, because, and there again, is old school big amplifiers like this even a thing? No. People want stuff like this that has a DSP built into it, or is more efficient, or anything else. I mean, yes, in the SPL world, I want a 10,000 watt amplifier. We're not coming out with those though. We're coming out with.
Well, I feel if Orion is going to focus their point to the SPL and come out.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not. That's not what they're doing, because the NT amplifier was not an SPL amplifier. It was a sound quality amplifier.
There you go.
So that's what I'm saying. Nobody currently really is interested. Like that market. People want small amplifiers.
AB.
Yeah, it was AB.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there again, nobody wants a big amplifier.
No.
Okay, the only people who want big amplifiers are bass heads. And an amplifier like this amplifier right here would be like a 30,000 watt amplifier in the world today, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what they want for a big surfboard like that. That is an 8-channel amplifier with a 10-channel DSP built into it.
Beautiful.
Like, holy shit.
That means something to me.
This is a 430. It's the same size. This is a 4-channel amplifier that has 2 channels of A class and 2 channels of AB class with boatloads of power. Like, what?
That is love right there. See?
Yeah. Okay. Only thing I'm a fan of with the new Audison software is the name. They put out some great sound. Okay.
Yeah.
There are some really cool features in the new Audison software. I wasn't going to talk about them today, but things went sideways too fast. 2013 Honda Accord with nav. I used data for the wiring harness, but realized my Pioneer only had 1 camera input. Do they make a built-in camera input to 1 output? Thanks. Yeah, actually, PAC makes one. It's a 2-camera switcher that you could use for this. It would work in it. Basically, it takes the 1 camera input and turns it into 2 via the reverse wire. So dependent, like it has 2 trigger inputs. So you would have 1 hook up to the reverse. You have 1 hook up to the turn. Oh, that's not going to work. No, you're screwed. Yeah, you're screwed. Yeah, you're really just kind of screwed, because the radio has to have it in order for the iData to work properly. Yeah, because you're not using the trigger from the iData is what's triggering the radio, because there's actually no output trigger on the iData getting hooked up to the radio.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, you're not. It's not going to work.
Change the radio.
You need a different radio.
Yeah.
You need something with dual camera input.
Stinger or
Kenwood.
something
No,
like that.
no, not a Stinger. It's an iData. You can't do a Stinger.
Oh no, yeah.
You need a Kenwood.
Yes, you need a Kenwood.
You need a Kenwood.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just you need a Kenwood. Yeah, but to answer the question, I'm not 55.
Oh, by the way, she's saying no, I don't want to be in your show.
She doesn't want to be on the show Monday.
She's saying no, I don't want to.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Like straight up. I'm like, wow.
Oh, look, Conrad. Crux has 4 camera input signal also. And there again, the camera switchers won't work. Hello, because of the way the iData interrupts or interfaces with the signal. There's nothing on it to trigger that output. It's done digitally into the radio. So, and it knows what radio it has, so it knows it doesn't have the camera trigger, so it's just not going to function. That's the joy of iData.
All right, so boom.
Boom. Is it worth? All right. Is it worth buying Audison BitTune automatic system? The new system that they have, or are we talking like the BitTune? So like BitTune, Audison BitTune. Okay, yeah, you are saying Audison BitTune. No, do not buy the Audison BitTune. The whole. Okay, so Arcane. No, what is it? Acura. Anyway, the new software that they just came out with in BitTune. Whatever it's called, the Bit. Okay.
Yeah. Bit.
The new Bit software has auto tune built into it, so that all you need is a USB microphone. So if you have a new Forza amplifier,
Accordo.
Thank you.
That's Christian.
Yeah, see,
right
Christian
is like
Accordo. Anyways, the new Accordo software for the Bit stuff. It's just a mic that plugs in. You put it in the car. You hit the magic button, and it's gonna make it all work out. BitTune was really cool, but the current Forza line of amplifiers have everything that you need built into it that you would use that for. So it has an input RTA. It has multi-channel input RTA, so you can do all the kind of cool stuff that you'd want to do. All built in, all set and ready to go. So do not buy a BitTune. I have one. It's sat on the shelf for 5 years. It's like never
What's
been
up,
used.
Dennis?
Hello. How you doing? This, and before you do that, hold on.
Sorry,
Fernando.
why you getting mad at me?
Why wouldn't you get mad at you? Hey guys, have you heard of this small little company called Audio Control? We had a fun experience this week. So we had a gentleman come in that we got to put some subs in his truck. He had a Dodge Ram with the Alpine system, and he came in a couple weeks ago before we went on vacation. He said, "Hey man, I love this system. However," I said, "doesn't have any tick to it." He goes, "It has no tick. It's tickless." Well, that is because in the Alpine Ram system, as well as all the other upgraded Jeep systems, there's no tweeter anywhere in the car. Well, our good friends at Audio Control have solved this problem with a low ohm load, it's like 2.5 ohm, 3.5-inch coaxial that drops right into those cars and will automatically make the tick come back. So we were fortunate enough to get to hear them the other day. We've done them in Jeeps. We do them in Jeeps all the time. That's why we had it done. But we've never heard one in a Ram, so we were super excited to have him come in. We put the subwoofers in. We got to listen to it for a little while, and I was like, damn, you're right. This sounds really good. So if you have one of those Chryslers with the premium audio system, even if it doesn't have the premium audio system, and you just want to get some tick in there, you don't want to go crazy, you just want it to sound better, simple solution, pick yourself up a set of the Audio Control 3.5s. You're going to love it. Check them out at audiocontrol.com. Next.
.com.
Is Stinger going to release flashable modules in the same way iData does to work in a lot more cars? Seems like they are trying to blow out the High 10. Okay, there's only so much of this we can talk about, so let's kind of break this down in a way that won't get us in trouble. The first one is, to answer that question, no. Their modules are always updatable, but they are made specifically for the cars that they're supposed to go in. Unlike an iData RR or the new SR or the RW or the AR or the RR2, all of those come as a dead box that you have to plug into a laptop and program it to do something. PAC is doubling down on sticking with the premise that we're going to make car-specific modules, and then all you can do is do a software or firmware update on them, not change one Chrysler to a Dodge because they build specific modules to do specific things. With that being in mind, right now they're trying to blow out High 10s. The High 10 is the only module. The modules are all made to work with High 10s. Like you can buy the kits that are designed specifically so they give you data features into the High 10. Right now, there's no word that any other manufacturer is going to use that because iData pretty much has that wrapped up in place. Now, why are they blowing the High 10s? you could probably put 2 and 2 together on that, but we really can't comment on that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, if you can get one at a good deal and you don't have a car that might get wet inside, you probably want to pick one up. However, if you do have a car that might get a little moisture in there, you might want to wait. Although it won't be at a discounted price. Hey, Super Dean. Hey, Cuddy. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Here in discussion with Hi-Fi, I wonder if that new Orion is supposed to compete with Audison Thesis buyers.
That was good.
That's a funny one. I thought, but wonder if okay. Yeah, the Thesis is 10 grand.
I mean, hey,
it's 10 grand. They're hand built one at a time in Italy by some guy named Scirocco. Something weird like that. I have no idea what his name is.
Like, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Did you hang out with him? Or what?
We could if we ever got over to Italy. So, no, I don't think that anyone is that dumb to make something to compete with a Thesis. The Thesis has its place, and they are gorgeous. Oh, my God. They are they are hot sex on a platter, my friend. If you ever get a chance to go, like if someone, I have a Thesis, and it's the actual Thesis.
What other amplifier is in that price point?
Tony's.
It's not like the
Thesis.
The ones that they have, the British amplifiers.
The British ones are pretty expensive, but I don't. Yeah, they might be.
I think so. I think they have like an 8 to 10 grand.
Yeah, those might be, but yeah, that's a. All
right.
Yeah, Scirocco's VW. It's the only thing that popped in my head. Yeah. So anyway, there again, I'm curious. Listen. I'm as curious about this Orion thing as you guys are because, as you know, I'm a big Orion fan. The thing I hate the most is when somebody else comes into the picture and ruins what you love about something. The nice thing about Orion is it's in the past. They've had some dirty history up until now, but I don't worry about them. I'm living in the past as far as my love for Orion. It's kind of the same way I feel about Star Wars. I love the old Star Wars. Acolyte, I wouldn't wipe my butt with it. It's the worst show that has ever been made with the Star Wars name on it. And anyone that likes it, I'm sorry, we can't be friends anymore because that show sucks so bad. Disney is, or whoever is writing these, I won't say Disney, they're just the ones writing the checks. They need to get somebody in charge of this because the person that let that slide, that sloppy pile of crap come out should be ashamed of themselves. It is straight garbage. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. So bad. Anyways, that's how I feel about that. So I'm hoping that whatever happens with Orion, if they can bring back some of that nostalgia, there again, I'll be happy, but he won't care. And most of the people at his age won't care either. So it'll just be like one more thing of like this nostalgia crap. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I like Phoenix Gold made in Oregon. Yeah. And there again, it's classic stuff. Yeah. The new stuff that came out, you just kind of lost faith.
All right. Why do car audio brands, Clarion, for example, have a better products available overseas versus the U.S.? Even Clarion Canada at one point have better Clarion line than the U.S.
Okay,
with that.
So let's explain how this all works. All right. So the big misconception is that the brand Clarion is the same brand that is in Japan or wherever its origin is. It's not the case. So, for example, the best one that I can use, you guys can understand, is Alpine. So Alpine, Japan, is owned by its parent company of Alps Electronics. Alps Electronics owns Alpine. This year, Alps, and there again, there's an Alps US and an Alpine US. The two merged this year. Now it's just Alps US doing business as Alpine. So what happens here in America is these people here, Alpine US, Clarion US, JVC, Kenwood US, are not part of that company. They're their own company here in the United States. The problem is they can only buy from Japan. So when Japan puts out a product, okay, that this is what the U.S. market is going to get. It's basically just reworked Japanese stuff. So if America wants it, they get it. If America doesn't want it, they don't take it. Now, in some cases, these manufacturers give the option of said country to develop their own products, meaning, hey, we have the budget. We want something. Japan is like, we're not going to make it. So they go, okay. So they go someplace else and have it made. And then they put their name on it. and it's Alpine, and it's just USA, meaning it's only available here in the United States. This happens a lot now because manufacturers, Japan just isn't interested in making things for everyone to cover every category, so they drop the ball. Now, the problem is in some markets, they don't have the budget to build things. So, for example, if some manufacturer wanted a DSP in their line, they went to Japan and said, hey, when are you guys going to do this? Japan's like, we're not. So if you want it, you got to front the bill on it. And they're like, I don't have that kind of money to do that. And so we don't get a DSP here in the States because they can't afford to pay for it. So when you looked at Clarion, Clarion had a problem here. Clarion USA is the reason why Clarion doesn't exist here anymore. It sucked. It was managed poorly. The products that were coming out weren't what they could sell in the United States. And so Clarion USA just said, we're done. They shut down and went out of business. So Clarion USA doesn't exist anymore. Now, the Clarion name, Clarion Marine, in the U.S. got bought by JL Audio, which is now owned by Garmin.
There you go.
Clarion Marine still exists here in the U.S. because they got bought through the acquisition of JL Audio. Now, as far as out of the country, who knows what's going on with Clarion
Marine? Okay, but it's only Clarion Marine, right?
Yeah, they just bought the name Clarion Marine. So that happened to
not the car audio.
No, and that happened with Jensen also. Jensen Marine was owned by somebody differently than owned Jensen. Mm-hmm. There again, it's kind of like if you want to own McDonald's franchise.
Yes.
You buy McDonald's. You don't own McDonald's. You're just paying rent to the name. So that's what happened. Audio control is a prime example of that. So audio control home is not the same as audio control car. They're two separate entities now that have nothing to do with one another. Mm-hmm. So if Alpine wanted to do something here in the United States, they could if they could pay for it. But reality is the products they're being fed are coming from Japan. And if Japan doesn't want to do it, they give them the option. You gotta build it yourself. If they don't want to, then it just doesn't happen. So if and there again, if you look back at Clarion was from a retail point of view, Clarion was a hot mess. Like there's two different ways. There's a couple. Okay, well, that was always two, but there's more than one way. But most manufacturers, you have one of two ways you can do business when you come into the market. So let's say in the United States, you can have a sales staff, a reduced sales staff. So you have what are called regional managers, to where you have there's 4 regions in the United States. You have 4 regional sales managers, and those gentlemen would go out, or people would go out and they would hire rep firms to represent the products that you sell. All right. In some cases, those 4 regional sales managers would actually forego the rep firms and be the sales staff, aka Pioneer. Pioneer has for years had their sales force constantly shrinking, and now a lot of the Pioneers have gone to the rep firm model. Clarion was Clarion employees. So Clarion American employees, there was one guy and he would handle the region and he would do all this traveling and all this stuff like that. And then they decided that was a waste of money. They don't want to pay those guys anymore. So they bought a whole rep firm. They just hired rep firms. And then the rep firm, now the rep firm doesn't necessarily represent your interest entirely because, they rep Clarion, they rep Rockford, they rep Precision, they rep all these brands. So you're just one more, name on their sheet when they walk in and go, you want to buy any of this stuff? Okay, so you're not getting that interaction you got. And so then they went back to Clarion people again, and then they went back to rep firms again. And by then it was just a mess and nobody wanted to deal with it. And they had some products that sucked. And so, yeah, it was just like, make up your mind, guys. So as a retailer, you just kind of SpongeBob that bitch out of the room because you don't want to deal with the headache. You don't know who you're going to be talking to tomorrow. And so, yeah, even if you make the greatest product in the world, if you don't have a throughput for it, it's not going to sell. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, good question. Welcome to our headaches.
You want to change your stuff?
Yeah, it has been that time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go here with Arc Audio. Hey, have you guys heard of this little product we like to call Arc Audio? It's not a little product. It's a big product. One of the topics we've been talking about on the show is flashable modules, like the Maestro AR. AR allows you to integrate into a factory system, but it needs a secondary device, something in order to make it do it. In this case, you have the Arc Audio PSM Pro or the Arc Audio Blackbird or Solar. Any Arc Audio product that has a DSP in it can easily integrate with an AR and easily then integrate into your factory stereo that's AR compatible. It's pretty awesome. Or in this case, the PSM Pro is this little tiny cool DSP that has 6 in and 8 out that can be high level, low level, or connected to your AR module. And it comes with a full DNA suite. So if you've caught any of our DSP little videos that we've done recently with the Arc Audio stuff, all that stuff works on all their DSPs. So it's really cool and pretty fun. You can check them out at arcaudio.com. And I apologize, their website is trash.
Okay.
Yes,
gracias, Mr. Lara. I have it. I have it, buddy. Thank you.
Hi from Norway.
Hi.
Hi. What do we got? Is the Arc DNA software being used in their DSP amps, or is it a lesser version? The PS8 Pro DSP is nearly the same price as the DSP combo. Okay, so here's the deal. Every single Arc Audio product, both old and new, is compatible with DNA software. So even if you bought the little, what is it, PS8?
PS8 Pro.
If you bought the PS8 Pro, the little amplifier with the 50.
Yeah. PS50?
PS8.
PS80?
PS. Anyway, even if you have the older amplifier,
everything uses the DNA.
Everything uses DNA software. The thing is it knows, it's really a channel thing with the software, so it knows what it's connected to and adjusts the channel output. Other than that, features are the same. It was one of the questions we actually had while we were at Arc Audio. Going forward, what if they did make something? Like we have the Blackbird, which is an 8 to 12. So all pro products. Thank you. There you go. See, look, it's Brian. So the PS8, I'm sorry, the Blackbird has 12 channels of DSP. What if we want more than 12 channels of DSP? How is the software going to handle that? Well, the software is all set and ready to go. So as many channels as there are, it will adapt to. Yay! Up to a point, of course, but you know, we'll all just have to wait. How long?
I wonder how long.
I wonder how long till Arc updates to auto-tune software. You know, it would. Yeah.
You know, it has to be in the works.
No, it don't.
Brian?
No, it don't. Okay, I can tell you right now. No, it's not in the works. It's not in the works. It might be in the work at somebody else's work table, but yeah, I mean, this is
table.
I don't know. Maybe Zeph is working on that. Zeph is as good as mine. This is one of the topics we talk about a lot because we kid because you know Brian is the guy. He's the master tuner. That's why we went out there and sweated our asses off in his install bag.
Hot.
Is so that now he's got an air conditioner now. But anyways, so that we could learn his process for doing it. And they're again, they're a firm believer in that, you know, it's great to hit the magic button and hope for the best. But what happens when things go sideways, which I guarantee you always do. Yeah. They always go sideways. So knowing how to actually do something, you know, what is it? That guy, Jesus, what did he say? Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach him how to fish. He'll have food for the rest of his life as long as the oceans don't warm too hot.
Who say that?
And we put Jesus. That was a Jesus thing.
My cousin?
Yeah, your cousin. Yeah, I was talking with him the other day. He's like, I could give you the fish, but, you know. Anyways.
Oh, now you're talking like
I know, as a Giuseppe. Anyways. Yeah, so, you know, they're a firm believer, and you need to learn how to do this stuff, okay? Because, listen, as awesome as, like, these magic tune buttons are, I mean, when the magic tune process takes as long as it is to just tune the damn thing, go for it. Arc Audio DSP unit can connect with up to 4 units, 32 channel output. Granted, this was before Blackbird came out. Exactly, Mike. The future is going to be fun. Anyways, moving on. Can't comment on that.
No,
really? Can't. No, sorry.
Really?
Sorry, I'm late. Yep.
Really?
Sorry. It's okay. The new Cordia Audison Auto Tune is full tune, or is it guide like JL Helix? We'll do full complete tune for DIY. As far as we understand, yes. So all right. So before Cordia came out, accordion.
I think it's accordion.
Anyway, before that came out, it had one of the best like plug-in auto tune when you're hooking it up to a factory stereo and you need to DEQ stuff. It did that rather well. So it was capable of doing that. Accordia is the other side of it. So it had an electrical RTA built into it that would auto tune, and now you're going to be able to plug a microphone in and do auto tune that way. Now, I have questions, as you have questions. We just got done shooting the video where we put the Forza 4.10 into Haley's car, along with some Prima speakers. We're going to have Ken Ward on here in the next 2 weeks to show us how to tune it. So we're going to take you guys through the process of, you're going to see it. You're going to see it all. So it's coming. We will have it for you in about 2 weeks. We can't film it next week because he's going to be busy, but we're going to film it the week after, and it'll be up as soon as we're done filming it. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I love to see how it gets done. And then we have Jeff over in the corner dealing with Helix and figuring out all their auto stuff too, because that's where he's working now. So yeah, it's just a lot coming to you guys.
A lot of going
on. If you're all like, yeah, so yeah, it'll be Ken Ward doing the training for Accordia. So we're pretty excited. Yay, Ken. Woohoo. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I have an 06 DTS. My question is, do I have to put the big 3 wires to my car? I think you're talking about whether you need to do a big 3 upgrade. Here's the thing. On the GM cars, you got to make sure that you pay attention to where the ground sensor is. So there's going to be it's either going to be a loop that the ground wire passes through, or it's going to be built into the ground terminal. If it's built into the ground terminal, and you feel you need to do a better ground system, you're great, you're fine. But the reality is if you're not going to be doing a gigantic system and you have proper battery voltage and it's a nice battery, you should be fine. It really just comes down to how much power you're planning on putting in the car. So if you're just going to do like a simple 2-amp system, like 1,000 watts for sub and 4 by whatever for that, or a big 5-channel, or a 6-channel or 8-channel, whatever it is, you should be okay. You shouldn't have to do much. Just make sure you have a good battery in the car. If you're going to be going like basehead crazy and you're going to be putting a 3,000 watt amp on the subs and 1,500 watt, then yeah, you might want to invest in looking at the grounding structure for the car, because it might help to update it for sure. Hold on, let me answer this. I'll tag that one.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. Can a downfiring box for 2 subs that's made for a truck, can that fit inside of a car trunk?
Depends how big it is.
I was gonna say, I mean, technically, if the trunk will close, yeah, why wouldn't it?
Depends how big it is.
Just depends on size. Will it work the same? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
I mean, there again, Kenwood's box, Kenwood's 212 downfiring, front firing, ported enclosure. Doesn't matter what you put it in. In a car, it's going to react differently, so you can actually fire it back if you want. You don't have to fire it down.
Well,
a lot of the times we'll do downfiring.
Kickers, L7. You can put it in the truck, or you can put it in the car.
Yeah, it's going to work. It's just a matter if the box fits. So if it fits, it ships. Or you have to quit. I don't remember whichever one it was. I'm going to pop this one up. Yeah. That's confused. Which RCAs does 5-star use? Stinger 4000s. That's it.
Yeah,
Stinger 4000s. We use a ton of them. They've never let us down. We use it's just so we either do that or we make our own. And when we make our own, it's just we use the X tips. Well, the X1 and the Stinger 4000 is the same cable, so a lot of the times they make the tips. Stinger makes these tips with little pigtails on them. So anytime we make our own RCAs, they're typically made out of that, where we solder into our wiring. But yeah, just Stinger 4000. Oh, look who it is.
Mike. Let's finish up your
maroon team. What a maroon. He'll never finish his boat. But
no, I was thinking his massage. Every Saturday he goes for a massage.
Oh, dude, I got to show you this picture that they sent last night. It's hilarious. Due to limitations and installation options, thinking of using the Morel Virtus Nanocarbon MM2. Can you recommend the minimum airspace behind it, crossed over 450 or 500? I have about 1.5 of airspace. So it's basically free air. All right, that's really what it's made to do, is be free air. As far as crossover points, that one I can probably help you out with better. Hold on. Okay, where did it go? 500 at 24 dB link with Riley. So tweeter 25. So the tweeter would be 2500. So the mid would be topped at 25 to 500. 24 dB links rally. So then your mid bass would be 500 down to 80. But yeah, that's from Casey. The Range Rover we did gave us those specs. So 500. Why does car audio not use HDMI instead of Ryan's? Man, I feel you. This is one of those. Why do we still use RCAs? They suck. They're shit. There's no reason why we still like. It's just some archaic crap that we're just stuck in using. I mean, we had DIN cables back in the 80s and 90s that were fantastic, and you get 15 volts, and there was no noise, and it was wonderful. But they were big, and like, oh, Alpine used them, Kenwood used them, Orion used them. All the amplifiers, they all used them, and it was fantastic. But and there again, like the ARC audio amps that are in Brian's car, those were all Ethernet cables, like just Ether. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's all Ethernet. It's like, oh, that's fantastically cool. That's pretty cool. And then you have Toslink, which is digital, and then digital with Ethernet. I mean, there's so many options, and even HDMI. There are so many options available to us other than crappy ass RCAs, but we still use them, and it's terrible because we gotta all get along. It's the only thing we can agree on. Let's pull a Tesla on this and just go left field. Nope, sorry, we're not going to use them anymore. But no, I would love to get rid of RCAs. They're so annoying. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Because honestly, like the amps that don't have RCAs, like we can make our own harnesses on, I'm way more excited about that. Like the ARC audio amps and these guys, all the amps that have plugs, all give you the option for they send you the high level or the RCA plug. Mm-hmm. The RCA plug just goes right in the trash, and we will lengthen and make our own RCAs so they're all the length and perfect. It's so fantastic. Anyways, good afternoon. 2015 Highland Hybrid with the JBL system. Where would you guys play? Okay, where's a good place to install the Helix V12? I live up north.
Where we use the heater.
So take out the factory subwoofer and put it where that is. That's where it goes. You know, just pull the factory sub out. Or I think in the Highlander 2, if it's not a it's probably a 3-row seat. I know in the past, in the back of the Highlander, there's a little tray. Like when you lift up in the very back of the car, there's a little tubby there. We've put some amplifiers in there before in some pretty substantial sizes. So I know we've gone there because I believe the factory amplifier is in the driver's rear. So it just T-harnessed in really nice. So we've gone there. So those are the two places. And there again, even if you use the heater underneath the seat, which is fine, you can warm up the amplifier a lot because there again, the amplifier is going to be cold. So it's aluminum. It's going to be god-awful cold. So putting it on the heater will warm it up faster because it needs to get up to operating temperature in order for it to sound good. Just saying. Have you ever replaced an HDMI when it breaks off the board? When people push
it blows
all the time, Brian, quit your bitching, okay? Listen to this guy whining. I'm fine with a Molex plug. Just give me everything should go to Molex, and we'll just solder on our own tips. Yeah. You know you'd like that too. You make your own RCAs all the time. He's over there acting like he doesn't do all this stuff. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. He likes to have Brad do it. Brad's always I'll solder those on for you. To be honest, I have had issues with my Ethernet cable on my JL and hub. Don't know why. There again, click, click, boom. They're not the best solutions, but everything sucks. We just need a better, somebody needs to make a better mousetrap. That would be fantastic. It seems like so many shops have empty sound walls nowadays. It's true. And that's why I'm not a big fan of displays. And I'm not a fan of big displays. I'm much more a fan of building a shop car because you're always going to have audio in your car. Or just being a good enough salesman where like you can sell stuff without people hearing it. That's literally how I've done my career, or done it through most of my career, because playing speakers for people is an unrealistic way of how it's going to sound in the board. Never sounds like the car. Some people feel they have to have that, and I get it. But I mean, every large system I've ever sold and small system, I never play anything for anybody. I talk to them. I'm the expert. I know what the stuff sounds like. So I try to have you answer a bunch of my questions, and so that I can give it to you. But the problem is that's inventory, all right? And some manufacturers will, at the beginning of the year, give you the option. If you buy a case of this, then we'll sell you one at a reduced price to put on your board. That happens a lot of the times. So there is some vendor incentive to put one on the board. So it's like, hey, listen, you have a hole in your wall. We would like our speaker to go in that hole in the wall, so you'll sell more of our speakers. We will give you a discount on this one speaker to put it in the wall. That used to be really common practice. Then what would happen is they would sell that speaker that they got at a discounted price, and now they got to put a full price one back in there. Mm-hmm. And that really wasn't what was intended to do, because people are a little bit dishonest. It's just how it is. And so, yeah, I hate putting stuff on the board. Like the new displays we have look gorgeous, but it's just thousands of dollars of inventory that's just gonna like be touched and feel and
Okay, so now if you have the opportunity to have like a 2-channel audio, right? Like a home, put it in there, or put a car. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do any of this display crap. I would literally
build a car.
I would
wanted to have a car.
So, you know, like we were talking about today, the Scion TC.
Yeah.
I would love to go buy a Scion TC and just that's our display.
Yeah.
But boom, 3-way set that we want to sell, gives all the talking points in the world. Yeah. We can drop a subwoofer in there. It's not a big deal. Yeah. People just want to see stuff. They just, you know, and there again, the answer is, like, Paul and I argued over this a lot when we moved, because I was like, he's like, we need to get the display up and run right away. And I'm like, why? Who demos it? 90%? Okay, I don't even know the percentage. We all buy crap off of Amazon or some corresponding website just like that, right? And we all just go with blind face and push purchase. What the hell's the difference? The only difference is now you're talking to an expert that actually knows how the stuff sounds, as opposed to going, what do you think? You should get it? Oh, well, I read the comments from some random ass people that don't know anything about anything.
People that work in the company.
You know, it said this was amazing, or you should get this. And there again, here's a guy that says these speakers sound amazing, and the best speaker he's ever had in his life was the factory one that he took out. So, I mean, that's the guy I want telling me how good it sounds.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is a top button topic for us. Okay, anyways.
All right.
Dean, what 5-channel amps have crossovers for active front? All I see in the front, rear, high pass, and no band pass. Correct. It sucks.
Kenwood?
Nope.
The
nope.
9?
Nope. Doesn't have it. It's only available on the 4-channel.
That's only available.
Yeah. The PDX-V9 had it, but there again, no one knew it had it. So, no. The KX 5-channel had it, but it doesn't exist anymore. Sony. Sony has it. The Sony ES amplifiers have them.
The 5-channel has it?
All the channels. Yeah. So
all the channels.
No, not all channels, but two channels have it. Okay. So two of the 5 have them. So the Sony ES has them.
Sony ES. There you go.
Yeah, Sony ES has it. Yep. Look at that. Somebody said Sony. Hold on. Mary Lou says, with a demo car with each brand the shop carries, or each employee has a demo car? I mean, ideally, it would be nice to have everyone that works at the shop have a demo car. That would be one of those things. The problem is that...
So, ARC?
Okay. There again, we don't get to sell those, Brian. So, check out the ARC Audio 5-channel as well. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. We'll have to look into that.
Oh, look at that.
JL. Do they? See, there again, I can... 2 brands that, though we are big ARC Audio fans, we sell the DSP amplifiers, because I got to be honest with you, unless you have a CC1, trying to set up that tweeter crossover on that thing, pain in the ass. Oh yeah, LC513. See, we should have known that. You should have known that. What the hell, man? We have one right there on the wall behind us. It's literally right there.
We grow up.
Then the 750. I don't know. I don't, dude. You're talking JL lingo, like the Morel 5-channel. Did it have that? Really? You know, I never got the 5-channel.
No, we had the 5-channel.
No, I never got the 5-channel. Apparently, I have 3-4 channels that I didn't know I had.
No, we have the 5-channel.
No, I don't have a 5-channel. I do not have a 5-channel. I have 3-4 channels, monoblock, the 2-channel, the other monoblock. We have the new thing that's sitting over there that we can't talk about anymore.
Okay. So,
the recoil has it. So they're out there. So it's yes, it's out
Audison.
There. Okay, hold on. With a demo car with each brand the shop carries, or each employee has a demo car. As I was having this conversation with some people that stopped by today, and the reality of it is, you need to have something that you want to sell. the car should have something that is going to sell in the shop. Okay, so if all you put in a demo car is $15,000 worth of equipment that you want, it's not really the best demo car unless you're in a market where a $15,000 system is something that everyone is going to purchase. So the reality is you want to build something that is pretty middle of the road that will hit all things. It's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap. So that you can hit that money sweet spot to do demo. More than one demo car would be better, but the reality is that's probably not going to be something realistic. Meaning, like Paul, for example, Paul's car is a pigsty. It's like a teenage girl owns it and never bothered to clean it out. So I'm not letting any human being sit in his car ever. I don't even want to sit in his car. It's gross.
You cannot sit in my car because I'm too short. You cannot fit in there.
So he would constantly have to adjust the seat. My car would probably be the only normal one, but it's a convertible, so the base would suck. So, having the right car really makes a difference. But there again, it has to be a system that is repeatable, has the core of what you're trying to do. So there's a lot of thought that should go into it other than just like, let's put a whole bunch of shit in this car, unless that's what you're trying to do. So the car has to serve a message to the consumer that you're trying to listen to.
Yeah.
The Audison 5.6. See, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Like, this guy asked this question. Obviously, I can't know the answer to every single amplifier that has a bandpass crossover on the channels 3 and 4. And you guys have flooded it. So if whoever you were that asked that question, you have like 20 examples now of amplifier brands that have this, which would lead me to believe you haven't tried too hard. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
Finally.
And I'm trying to deflect. Stinger Audio MT Google 5-channel amp. Yeah, you're out there. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for the 5, man.
Shame shop that makes it into your 911 videos also sells equipment. This is why I'll never trust a salesman. I want to hear the gear. Hey, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. But there again, you'll go and you'll buy some weird thing that you desperately need to have off Amazon and not like care at all. But I can send it back. Maybe. I'm not going to. But yeah. But in your car stock. Yeah, and I don't use it as a demo vehicle. I use it to get back and forth to my house.
Right.
I mean, listen, I don't have, if that was a priority for Paul to do it, he'd give us time to do it. It's clearly not a priority. He wants his display because Paul's not going to, I'm not letting Paul sit in my car. Okay. I don't even let my people I love sit in my car. Okay. Let's just be honest. I'm that guy. I don't. It's like, oh God. Oh, really?
Just mute me over there.
Just yeah. So no, I'm not the guy to, that's why I would buy a car.
Selfish.
Yes, totally. Yeah, but that's why I would buy a car that I don't care about and just like that. So like I would just buy a Scion TC, park it right there.
I thought you wanted a truck and just bedlam.
No, I do. If for myself, I'm just saying for a demo car, I would go buy a Scion TC. And just park it right in the store. Boom. And then everyone can hear it and life will be good.
All right.
Do you remember when Best Buy had those fiberglass Dodge Viper demo cars in the store? Yes, they were cool as shit.
Really?
Oh yeah, they were
cool.
Yeah, it was fake. It was just somebody mocked up the car, and then you could put pieces in it.
All right. What was the name of the store right there at the mall? Sunrise? Yeah. They have this they had huge. Yes. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, the octopus thing.
Yeah, octopus thing. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Auto Styles had one of those.
Oh.
Yeah. It was cool. There again, it's immersive. It looks shiny.
Arc, when we went to the office.
I don't blindly buy things from Amazon. All right. Well, I mean, you just read a bunch of reviews. I mean, it's okay.
Thank you for the 2, man.
It isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
It isn't gonna work. Oh my gosh. Build a demo. There you go.
Look at that.
There you go. Mr. Building a demo car right now. Thank you, Andy. All right, you read it. I'm taking a break. My eyes hurt.
Okay. Build a demo car and hide everything so you can demonstrate great sound and still sell the gear based on what fits and the tools you need to make the car sound good. Sell the brand on the board and sell what you do when you demo the car.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Andy is building another demo car.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fantastic. And we all get to watch him do it. That's what I love about it. I enjoy watching Andy do stuff.
And then soon, hopefully,
I got to be honest with you, 100%. If Andy wasn't on Facebook, I would probably get rid of Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Because I enjoy what he does on there. Like the stuff he says and the stuff he posts is the only thing I actually read on Facebook. I never comment because I'm just a voyeur for it.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for him on Facebook, I would dip from Facebook in a minute. You cannot understand the joy I have in the morning when I swipe up and there's a comment. I will, you know why I'm late for work sometime is when Andy goes into like, here's what I'm going to talk about. And then it's like, oh, here we're going. And I'm just going through it. And I read the comments of people that don't get what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
What I enjoy about Andy's post is the restaurant that he goes.
Yeah, I love
he's
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I'm eating this, I'm eating that. And I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. No.
What the heck? I really want to try that.
Right. I'd like to go on a food tour with Andy.
With him,
Oh, that would be best.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, there's no question about it because he's got all the best stuff.
Yes.
I'm only on Facebook for the memes and the pictures.
I can
and that's it. Yeah. That's the comment right there. Those are what I look for. It just makes me so happy.
See,
it's the joy. Yeah. No, dude, it's great. If you don't follow Andy, you're missing out on some of the best joy on Facebook. There's no doubt about it. And also when he does drop stuff that is over the top of everyone in the room because he's like,
don't get so sensitive.
Don't get so sensitive. But no, I always love reading his stuff because when he benchmarks something, like I've said this, and I can go, oh, that answers so many. Andy said this. It's great.
Yeah.
But no,
talk to Andy.
Talk to the hand. Right here on the phone. Anyways, enough. I don't want to embarrass him any, but I love Andy. He's great.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Andy and Ricardo Rangel, Food Masters. Oh yeah, Ricardo's food
too.
And this is where the show goes sideways. Ricardo posts way too much food, and his wife is an amazing cook. I think because
I never try her food.
The pictures.
She does. Yes.
And then you have Arturo that tries to
every single week he goes out and try different things.
Fat guy problems as he calls them. I know.
They have a Facebook that has this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I hate looking at it. So no way. No, you don't say.
I feel there's multiple people do that.
Oh, I feel it's multiple people. Ricardo is the best. It is.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
It's funny because like Fred was just in Mexico. And just all the pictures that they did of food.
So did you think it was kind of funny that we saw Fred
and then the next day?
And then Fred goes, yeah, I'm only here for a day. It was amazing that I got to see you guys. I'll be in Mexico tomorrow. And
yes, he told me. Yeah, I'm like, what?
Well, I'll be in California.
Yeah.
And I'll be in Florida in a week. See you Monday for sure. I hope everyone is going to have a fantastic time. It is, what is today? Today's Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
Dude, I'm looking forward to next week just because it's going to be a normal week. I know your week next week is going to be busy. Very emotionally
super busy.
Super busy. Fernando will not be on the show Monday. We'll have somebody in his stead. Yeah. Hopefully Mary Lou
can make it because she doesn't know if she's going to get out of work.
So she can't make it?
She can't.
All right, so it'll be no Mary Lou. Sorry, guys. We'll find somebody else to do it. Or I'll just stand here by myself and do it all alone. But anyways, that's what we got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'd like to thank the sponsors, Audio Control, our good friends at Arc Audio, and of course, Moscone, Gladen, and the fine folks over at Focal. Yep. If you guys don't go to their websites and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, please do because you find all kinds of fun stuff there to be had. Oh, look who it is. It's Dan. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
We talked about Dan today.
Yes.
Not on the show here. But
no.
It wasn't. It was live. I was talking to
it was
the guys that
people.
came in.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
We're talking about Dan's sales techniques.
Yes.
I was playing the role of Dan.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was great. Maybe we should have Dan on Monday.
Oh, Dan.
What are you doing Monday?
You are free on Monday
at
6:30.
6:30. Yeah. Let me know.
6 o'clock. 6:30. Please.
Yeah. Just. Anyways, that's what we got. I'll reach out to him. Maybe.
Yeah. You go.
It'd be fun to have Dan on. Or I wish we could have Mike on.
Oh,
Mike's always busy though.
You have to have Cokes and
dude, I had the worst turkey sandwich. Dude, that turkey sandwich got at the airport, which is normally a win. Mm-hmm. don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's okay.
No, totally be sorry. What the heck?
Message me. Listen to this guy. Just message my people. I'll have my people reach out to your people. I will.
This is what Dan is gonna do. He's like, okay, I will catch a flight.
Yeah,
we
no,
meet you there.
No, please no. Anyways, hey, listen, guys. You have a safe weekend. Enjoy yourself. It's hot out there, guys. Everywhere is hot. It's a world phenomenon. The sun is just baking us. It's all gonna end soon. It's chicken and the egg, or the sky's falling. I don't know. Anyways, hey guys.
Okay.
We'll be back Monday. Someone will be here to fill in for Fernando. I don't know who yet. Maybe Dan. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Thank you for tuning in and playing with us.
Thank you, guys.
We hope we answered your question. We didn't answer your question. Make sure you come in on Monday, or you can follow us over on Instagram, where we love to answer your questions there. It's a smaller weight over there, so it's like the lightning lane. Anyways,
Peace
you
out.
guys have fun. We'll see you next time. Fade to
Thanks,
black.
guy.
Bye.